Hey friends, I wanted to talk about 5 things that you need to know before you purchase your first hair topper or even any hair topper really, like some things you need to ask yourself before you pull the trigger. So the first thing and the most important in my opinion is getting the right base for your hair loss. You wanna measure your hair loss from here to here and from here to here, and then you wanna add an inch to each side to get the best match for your hair loss. If you don't have the right base, it's gonna be uncomfortable. It's not gonna serve the purpose of a hair topper. It's not gonna help you at all, especially if it's too small. So always measure your hair loss. The second thing, you wanna determine what kind of base best suits your needs. Are you someone who's really concerned with people figuring out that you're wearing a hair topper? Maybe a lace top is going to benefit you more and you can tape it down and it just looks more natural. Or maybe you have minimal hair loss and most of it's back here or down here or something like that, and you have a good hairline. You wanna get a skin topper or a silk topper, and that way you can incorporate your bio hair by setting it further back, and that will make you feel more natural, and that could be the best fit for you. There's also price points. You got silk, mono, hair, lace. You have different toppers, bases that range in price as well. So your price point, your preferences, that's gonna be a big thing that you really need to look into and research. And then the length, that's another big thing. So you don't wanna get one that's too short, obviously, because then your bio hair is gonna kind of stick out a little awkwardly. So you wanna measure and see what's gonna be right for me. 14, 12 inch work. I can even pull off a 16 inch. That's a pretty long one. I can even do that with my hair length, and this needs to be trimmed up a little bit. So that was the 3, is the length, which is pretty simple. The 4th is color matching. So I know that UniWigs will send you like color swatches, and so you can determine before you purchase a wig, or a hair topper, you can determine what color you want by that hair swatch. I think they also have like some customer support in that as well that will help you make that decision, help you find the right color for you. And the last thing is the type of hair. Synthetic is gonna be cheaper than human hair. However, human hair is going to have more longevity. The better you take care of it and all of that, you're gonna get more bang for your buck. Even though it's more expensive, it is an investment. It's going to last longer. But then even within synthetic and human, so you have different types. So synthetic, you have heat resistant, where you can use some heat, to curl it or straighten it. And then you have the synthetic hair that you can't put any heat on it or you're gonna melt the fibers. So you have that within the synthetics. And then within human hair, you have different types of human hair. And why this is important is because you're gonna get different textures. You're gonna get different patterns when it dries. Some human hair dries board straight. Great, love that if that's what you want. Some human hair, like Chinese Burmese hair, they dry curly. Like this one's been worn a lot, hasn't been styled at all. I washed it, dried it, and then I put it up in a ponytail, wear it under a hat, whatever. This one washed, air dried, I did nothing with it. I have done nothing to her. And this is how she curls. So again, that's your preference. If it's gonna bother you to have to straighten it every time you wash it, and it's a human hair wig or topper, then maybe you don't choose Burmese hair. Or if you're like me, who, as you saw at the beginning of this video, my hair is curly, maybe a topper that dries curly is actually preferred because you can just throw and go. You don't have to worry about styling the bio hair. So those are my 5 things that you need to know before you purchase a hair topper.